Hello and welcome to the episode number 31 of Inside Indian Football, a weekly YouTube live where we discuss everything about Indian football, inside information about Indian football, football transfers, everything about Indian football at one episode. Welcome to everybody. I can see lots of people already are in chats. I can see lots of yellow hearts from Khel Blaster fans. Yes, hopefully my voice and my video quality is fine for everybody. There is no issue. So let's start the show straight away. Unless I can get the confirmation from you guys my sound is okay, I will not start. So once I get that confirmation on a chat, I will start the show. Lots of stuff to talk about. Some background noise says Manoj. Okay, that should be not there because I'm in a room. I'm using a mic. Audio disturbance, is it? Just let me check my mic. Just give me 1 second. Hello. I think now it should be a bit better. Yep, I just hopefully it is better. Welcome everybody. I can see lots of familiar faces who are there always on our live stream. So thank you for everyone for joining in. Yep, I think AFC Cup match, yes, it will be on a TV, Star Sports, Geo TV, Geo Sports, Geo Football, whatever you can call it. It will be live there. So don't worry about any AFC related match in India now. Any AFC tournament match in India will be live stream minimum, I am told. So it will be on TV, but it will be minimum, I am told it will be live streamed through Geo TV, Hotstar, whatever the medium is. No, again sound. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure. I'm going to change my mic, so hopefully just going to remove the external mic for now. Going with the laptop mic, so hopefully this will be better. Is it better now? Is it better? So I have removed the external mic. I'm using the laptop mic now, so hopefully it better now. I'm just waiting. So hopefully my voice is better and there is no noise now. Yeah, I've just removed the external mic. Maybe the issue with mic, I'm not sure it is issue with mic or somebody else. Yeah, so the title says Durant Cup, CFL, Goa Pro League, GPL, which is Goa Pro League, is back. So that means no same. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. So some saying it's better, some saying it's okay, because my video will be a bit delayed for you guys and your comments will be a bit delayed for me. I think it's 5 or 10 second delay. So buzzing sound disturbance is there. Confused. Somebody saying no sound issues, some saying there's a sound issues. We can hear you, says STA tutorials. Issue is still there. Okay, totally confused. Some saying it is there, it is, some saying it's gone. कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं चले गया है, कुछ बोल रहे हैं it's back. Okay, let's see. It's fluctuating. That's very weird. In my case, hopefully it should be better now. Issues there, buzzing is there, but can hear your sound. Okay, I will just wait because I use put the external mic again. It's here, so it should be okay. Yeah, I've just paused it, so it's not with the mic, it is something else. Okay, sound is okay. Okay, ready. Okay, don't move. It's okay now. Yeah, I just paused. I have just switched the sound, so there will be some delay for you guys. I think it should be better now. It's not with the mic, it's something else. Buzz. Okay, I'm not sure. Now again. Any mods online? They can tell me the. Should I speak in not no buzz यार क्या issue है? It's with the device. Will you be able to change it? So let me just remove my input device to for. I think it should be better. I'm not sure, so I'm going with my laptop noise mic now. I think I can't change the mic in between of the stream. So I hope this should be audible, not as good as the other days, but this should be audible. I think we wasted lots of time already, so this should be audible now. I hope so. I will just bring the laptop a bit closer also. Okay. Yep, it's clear now. So yeah, as title say, Durant Cup, CFL and GPL, they are back. So the Indian domestic football, you can say, a true domestic football, not just ISL and I League, are back. So Durant Cup is one of the oldest football tournament in the world. It is organized by Indian Army. They have confirmed the date for it. So it's going to take, it's like a pre-season tournament for the I League teams. So Durant Cup dates are, just give me 1 second. I will confirm the Durant Cup dates for you guys. Yeah, so dates are not likely announced for Durand Cup is in September, first week of September. Then there is SAF Championship, which is going to in first week of October. And then of course the CFL is Kolkata Football League, which is going to start, first phase is going to start on 17th of August, and Goa Pro League is going to start at 2nd of October, which is Gandhi Jayanti. So I think lots of domestic football. It's good news for Indian, not the top level players, but say amateur level or who just going to enter into pro level, state leagues. These kind of tournament need to be there on regular basis. COVID halted everything. Now hopefully we hope that more and more tournaments and more state league get back to the normal, and GPL is Goa Pro League, and GPL is one of the best state league in India because it starts in October, it will go till March. Each team play again. I think all the teams play against each other home and away. So there are lots of games, and there is not that they're playing daily basis. So every team I have one game in a week. So and it's a great state level league. If you tell me, I think one of the best in India, quality wise, not maybe fan engagement wise, but quality of football is very good at Goa Pro League. Then of course there is a Mizoram Football League, which is quality wise, fan engagement wise, it is also very good. So yeah, Durand Cup date is 5 September. It will go till October, but I think as we know in Durand Cup there will be a 16 team. I think you can't confirm team as of now because there is status quo on East Bengal. You don't know what Mohun Bagan, ATK Mohun Bagan, they're going to play FC Cup. Then there is a Kolkata Football League going on this similar date. So what I'm told that FC Goa, Kerala Blaster, Gokulam Kelra, these three teams likely they are they're going to play Durand Cup. Other teams still need to confirm their participant to Indian Army. So then I think they will announce the team, but it's going to be a 16 team, 4 services team will be there. So Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, I think 2 teams from Indian Army. So 3 clubs which I can confirm is FC Goa, at this stage, Gokulam Kerala Blaster. So we might see a first ever maybe Kerala derby in Indian football at the top level, not at the state league level. So
That's with the domestic structure. I think it's great that these tournaments are back, because Indian clubs will need lots of pre-season games before they start their season. And of course, AFC Cup starting now from 14th of August, Bengaluru FC going to play their playoff games. So that is also there. And then we have lots of football followed by AFC Cup, which is Durant Cup, Kolkata Football League, Goa Pro League, Indian International Friendly against Nepal is also going to be there. And then of course we will have I League second division, or I League qualifiers, which going to take place in Bangalore, then I League, then ISL, and then I League in January of first week of January. So I think lots of football now. There is no complaint. Hopefully all the games, especially the national level tournament, will be on TV. So all the fans gets the opportunity to watch their favorite team live in action. I think it's going to be a very interesting preseason. Usually Indian club goes outside India to play to have their preseason, and then those preseason games are not live on TV. This time, if the clubs are playing in Durand Cup, if club are playing in these kind of tournament, these game might be on TV. So it's good for Indian football. Why Mumbai is not playing Durand Cup? As of now, there is no confirmation that who is playing or who is not playing. But what I'm told that Gokulam Kerala, FC Goa, Kerala Blaster, these three teams have confirmed their availability to Indian Army. They are waiting on availability on other teams. I think because the status quo on East Bengal is still not clear officially. Mohun Bagan is playing in AFC Cup. Then there is a Kolkata Football League happening on the same time. So calendar need to be clear. So hopefully that will be done. So it will be easy. Regarding the Bangalore FC playoff game, there is no confirmation on its game will be on TV or not. But group stage games, Star Sports have confirmed. We will let you guys know about once we get the confirmation regarding Bengaluru FC playoff game. So that's about the Indian season. Now talking about in this week, Indian AIFF and Igor Stimac announced the squad for the camp before Nepal friendly, two friendlies against Nepal. So this team is kind of the squad is in a two phases. There will be non-BFC and ATK Mohun Bagan players joining the camp early compared to those players who are playing in AFC Cup, who will join after the AFC Cup. So 23 players have been announced by Igor Stimac, leaving out ATK Mohun Bagan and Bengaluru FC players who are playing in AFC Cup and who will join the camp after the completion of their AFC Cup games. So camp will take place in Kolkata from 15th of August, which is basically now 2 days on the Independence Day. So I think that's a good day to start, and the team will get assemble on 15th. They will start training on 16th of August. So we'll bring all the news from there. So regarding the team, so Dheeraj Singh have retained his place. Vishal Khet has joined him as a fourth choice goalkeeper, because I think first two choice goalkeeper Aminder and Gurpreet are in going to play in AFC Cup. In defender, Ashish Rai, who is back from injuries, back in the team. That's a great news, because we are struggling on the right back department. Saritan Fernandez, another player who missed last camp or last India's game because of the COVID, and he was not fully fit. He's back. It's going to be his debut for India if he plays, but he's back in the camp. Adil Khan retained his space. Sana retain his place in the team, and I think Sana was fantastic. He should be India's now second choice centre back. Narendra, I think this is another kind of surprise call, because Narendra is there because India doesn't have any quality centre back coming up. So there is Rahul Beke, and then of course there is Akash Mishra, who's retained his place. Mandara Desai, he was been part of these camps before. In midfield, we have Apuya, Glenn Martin, Jixan Singh, Andrit Thapa. Jixan is a new name in this list of players. Andrit Thapa, Brendan Fernandez, Sahel has retained his place. Halichad Nazari has got the call. Has called back by Igor Stimac. Bipin Singh has retained his place. Yashir Mohammed. In forward, Rahul KP. He has been, I think, part of one of camp, but he's back in the team. Farooq Chaudhary is back in the team. Ishan Pandit and Rahim Ali has got the fresh call-up from Igor Stimac. So these are the players who will join the camp straight away on 15th of August. And as of now, the name of Sandesh Jinglan is not there. So, of course, he's going to, I think, travel to Croatia for his medical and signing the contract with the Croatian club. Terms have been agreed with the Croatian top division club HNK Sebnik in Croatia. So I think Sandesh Jinglan likely to sign 1 year plus 1 year deal. Not going to be 2 year. I think what I was told is going to 1 year plus 1 year deal. So Sandesh Jinglan is not mentioned in the list of the player on the first list. and he is mentioned in the second list, which is on the which is ATK Mohun Bagan and Bengal FC player, because I think at AFF record Sandesh Jinglan is still ATK Mohun Bagan player. He's not transferred to the Croatian club. So I think the remaining players are Aminder Singh, Gurupreet Singh Sandhu, who will join after the commitment at AFC Cup. Pritam Kotal, Ashutosh Mehta, Sandesh Jinglan, Subhasis Bose. I think question mark on Sandesh Jinglan availability, because if you go to European club will not release him for the camp. They will release him for the FIFA international window, but they will not going to release him from the camp. So that's what used to happen when Gurpreet was also in Norway. So that's a very important point to be note here. In midfield, Udanta retain his place, Pranoy Haldar retain his place, Suresh Singh retains his place, Ashik Kuran retain his place. In forward, we have Leston Klaso, Manveer Singh, Sunil Chetri. So these are 23 plus 25, 29, 31, 33, nearly 36 men, big squad for the camp. So I think not surprised also. I think majority of the players have been part of the setup, if you ask me. But there still are some names which Igor Stimac missed. For example, somebody like Ame from Mumbai City FC, but again they had so many right backs, so I think Ame you can justify it. But another name which is also I'm very surprised is Jerry Mohin Thanga from Odisha FC. He last 1 or 2 years he's one of the record assist contributor from Indian players. His exclusion again and again shows that maybe he doesn't fit the tactics of Igor Stimac. So that's very a questionable exclusion from Igor Stimac. So he has not even in, so that means on Igor Stimac records, Jerry is not in the top 36 players in India because he has not found his place there. So which is very interesting, because India is also lacking the creativity. Another big exclusion can be VP Swear. I think he scored 3 goals, provided 1 assist in the last season for Northeast United. And the striker department, which I'm also surprised now, currently signed for Bangalore FC, Vidyasagar Singh. I think it's going to be interesting that how much game time Vidyasagar get at Bangalore FC before getting his India call up. But I think in a camp, maybe when you're calling up 35 players, India is lacking for that striker who can score goal. I think they could have called Vidyasagar and Rolvin Borges. His status quo is also unknown. Is he injured or is he dropped by Igor Stimac? So these are the I think 5 names who are dropped. I think who are not called up by Igor Stimac. So I think Jerry, I'm a bit surprised. I think he should be given chance at least in the camp. SAF Championship date are likely from 1st of October to 13th of October. So another. We will not see Indian players, national team players in these tournaments, Durant Cup, Kolkata Football League, all these tournaments, because I think they will be busy in the camp. So they will after the camp they will go and play Nepal also in friendly in September, and then in October they're going to play SAF Championship, and then of course there is under 23 camp after the SAF Championship. I think lots of action for Indian football fans in general. Football is finally coming back properly, I will say, because ISL or I League took place last year and Indian national team games, but it never felt like, the overall football calendar is back, because now we have Durant Cup to look forward, Kolkata Football League to look forward, Goa Pro League to look forward, which means there will be new Indian players who will impress fans, and he will show their quality, and of course we can watch these games on TV. So it's going to be very interesting now. I hope that there will be some type of there will be some crowd back in this game in Kolkata, because Durand Cup is in Kolkata, Kolkata Football League is in Kolkata, India's camp is in Kolkata. So I think they should, hopefully, if COVID allows, I think if people are double vaccinated, maybe Kolkata government need to allow the crowd now, because we have seen in Europe the crowds are back. And as reminded by Hello People, is IFA Shield is also back, which is the marquee tournament of Indian Football Association, another historical tournament, by the way. So I think there is no excuses for Indian football fans not to watch Indian football. And of course all these pre-season games, hype and everything will be followed by Indian Super League, which is going to start in November. So I think this is good, because if Indian football fans can watch their team more and more games in pre-season, I think that will build the hype for the Indian Super League start. So that's regarding Indian football team, their selection, the player who are dropped. I think I already told who are the fresh faces in the team. We have Rahul KP, Saritan Fernandes, Ashish Rai, Vishal Keth is also now fresh face. Halichan Naziri has got the call recalled by Igor Stimac. He was not part of his plan. Of course, Halichan Naziri played lots of football under Stephen Constantine. So I think should Parveer Das have been called up? What I'm told, Parveer Das is not fully fit. I think it's not the injury or something. I think because he had a COVID, so he's not recovered fully from it. That's why he's not part of ATK Mohun Bagan camp also. So I think that's why Parveer Das has been not called, because he was not available. Rolvin, I have no status quo that is he dropped, is he injured. At this moment, if he was injured, AFF press release would have mentioned that Rolvin Boj is injured. So it's looked like that he's dropped. Maybe the rise of Apuya, Suresh, Igor Stimac feels that he has enough midfielder with him. Mohammad Yasir is there, then there is Brendan, then there is Sahel, then of course there is Purnoy is part of the squad. So I think Purnoy offers something else which not offered by Rolvin, because Purnoy is kind of a destroyer, defensive midfielder role. His work is just to tackle the ball, win those balls and pass it to the other midfielders. So I think that's might be the reason. But I think I'm a bit surprised with the Rolvin Borges exclusion. Surprised with the Jerry not getting the call up again. So I think we have this phase under Stephen Constantine also, that Brendan was not called, and fans were always on that why Brendan was not called. So it's looked like Jerry is that player under Igor Stimac, which fans will always ask that why he is not called. So can JJ make comeback in Indian team? I think Mahendra Singh Dhoni fans ask. So I think my opinion is very simple. JJ need to make comeback in the domestic football. He need to do well in ISL. Need to play more goals. Need to play more matches and score the goals also. So that's with JJ. Hopefully, I think what JJ might stay with East Bengal. Their status quo will be cleared in next today or tomorrow. I think next 48 hours there will be confirmation on East Bengal and Siri Cement agreement. I think their signature will be done on the contract. Both the parties have found the middle ground, I am told. So once that happened, you will see lots of movement in transfer market, because East Bengal officials have already shortlisted the players they want, not just the free agents, not just the player they had last season, but players from other teams they have shortlisted. And I think they're going to go aggressive in transfer market like last year. Now, not just depending on free agents, but signing players who are under contract and who wants to move from their team. And because of we have seen Liston, Apuya moving for high transfer fee, I think now what we wanted 3-4 years ago, a transfer fee model in Indian football is coming back, which means there are longer contract for Indian footballers, so their value is protected. They have this can be shown to the young kids that there is a career in Indian football. Because now talking about career, so let's move towards Apuya move to Mumbai City FC, and it's officially announced by Mumbai today. Couple of days ago, Khel did a detailed article was timeline of Apuya transfer from Northeast United to Mumbai City, and I think Apuya is the best case to showcase to the young kids who are now 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, that there is the career, and especially their parents, because 20-year-old player, who has just played 4-5 games for Indian national team, not the fully experienced Indian international, has signed 11 crores contract with Mumbai City FC, 11 crores rupees. And I think that's a very, very good contract. Even, you can see, even you compare with any type of jobs in India, even the cricketers, I'm talking about the A-level tier 1 cricketer, but players who are say on the BCCI tier C contract, they don't earn this amount of money, in 5-year window. I think this shows that Indian football financially is growing, and it's good that Indian players are getting good wages. You can say that market is inflated, but this is good sign, because parents, the parents of young kids, they will see that there is enough money in Indian football for their kids. If they are good talented players, they just don't need to concentrate on their studies. They can make their career from Indian football. And that's 11 crore contract for 5 years, shows the trust from Mumbai's management on Apuya ability. Also, he has shown us for national team, he has shown at Northeast United, and I think there's detailed transfer saga article on Khel Now, which you guys can go and read on the website. It's every detail about his transfer move, including his transfer fee, salary, how and this transfer happened. I will try to just summarize the that article here, what and how this happened. So last year mid-season, Apuya told Northeast United clearly that he will not sign new contract. He wants to leave. I think which Northeast tried to negotiate a new contract with them, which was far better from his current deal, and his current deal was way less what he has signed with the Mumbai City now. So I think Northeast tried to negotiate a deal with him. He was a fan favorite. Gerard Ness made him a captain of the team because he saw that he can be leader of the team. But eventually, I think Apuya made his mind that he wants to move. Then when season ended, Apuya told the club same, and then there was a twist in the transfer. Apuya appointed a new agent in the form of Watson Fernandez, his agent, and left his old agent. And Watson was the director of football at Mumbai City FC. And I think ATK Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City FC went head to head, but Northeast didn't give any assurance on the transfer fee they wanted. I think till the mid July they didn't communicate it to the club how much money they want. By the end of July, when Northeast told the clubs that they will need at least record breaking 2 crores plus taxes as a transfer fee, I think, and which is the highest in Indian football at this stage. Foreigners, Indians, comparing the Apuya transfer fee, and of course the Mumbai was they had the budget, and this will help Mumbai to manage their team also. I will just come on that. So then eventually Mumbai City paid those transfer fee to the last week of July to Northeast, and got the permission to speak with the players to agree the personal term. And earlier this week, Mumbai City and the player representative agreed that big mega money contract with Apuya, which is 5-year deal, and of 11 crores. It includes plus also bonuses going to be there. So I think it's a big deal. Shows that the pathway for young Indian footballers are there. If you do well, you can earn money as any career in India. And I'm sure the majority of Indians, you can count middle class, the service class, they will not earn this amount of money throughout their life. So this shows that if you take football seriously, there is career in Indian football, I think, which is good sign for Indian football. So that's Apuya move. Apuya moves from Northeast to Mumbai City. A summary in nutshell. You can go to the khelnow.com to read about it. It's a complete article, so you can go and read. So now let's talking about today. There were lots of announcement from the clubs, which includes Apuya from Mumbai City FC also. And I will come to your questions also. Before, let me just wrap up the show first. So FC Goa have signed their finally. I think this was one of the most asked question in Indian football, that who is going to be FC Goa striker, because FC Goa always bring striker like Koro, Igor Ingalo, which surprise, and which those strikers do well in Indian football. So they finally got this Spanish striker on board, who has signed Aram Cabrera, who signed 1-year deal with FC Goa. And I think a similar kind of route which Igor Ingalo also took, Spanish, played in Poland. I think you can imagine that it's coming through a same type of scouting efforts was put in to sign him. So a couple of my thoughts. I think his last couple of years he has not scored much goal 2 seasons. Before that he done well in Poland. He is in early 30s now. But I'm told that he was part of those 3-4 striker which FC Goa shortlisted. I'm not sure, is he their first choice, or was he their third or fourth choice, but he was the part of the pool of strikers which they shortlisted. But looking into his profile, current form and everything, I think he was not their first choice. So there will be other strikers in that pool who are their first choice. But irrespective of that, I think it's a good signing. Unlike the Igor Ingalo last year was 35, 36 when he signed for FC Goa. Now this guy is 31 if I'm not wrong. 33 right now. So I think he has 2-3 years left in him. Played in Spain, played in Poland, scored lots of goals in Poland, which was kind of similar in case of Igor Ingalo, who scored lots of goals in Poland. So I think looks like the similar type of profile. And now we have to see that how he will do well in India or Indian Super League. There's a question again from Nandu. Kerala Blasters are likely to play Durant Cup. That's, I'm told that they have confirmed their availability to Indian Army. Kerala Blaster, Gokulam Kerala, FC Goa, these three teams have confirmed their availability. Now they are waiting for other teams and get the clarity, and then announce those 16 teams. Sandesh Jinglan to Croatian League. Yes, it's true. I've just discussed about that Sanjay Kamant, that he's going to agree. He's agreed 1+1 deal. Now he has to fly to Croatia to sign that deal with the club called HNK Sibnik, which is top division club in Croatia. So it's look like Sandesh Jinglan will not be part of the national team camp. I think he will travel to Croatia. There's another thing is that he might not be part of SAF Championship. He will be allowed to play in the September window, but the issue is that I think the clubs in Europe will not release him for big camp or SAF Championship, which is not on the FIFA dates. That's what used to happen when Sunil Chetri or Gurpreet went last time to Europe. So that's about Sandesh Jinglan, and I think he's 28. I think this is his final or first and final shot on the his playing in Europe in career, and I think it's not bad. He has taken the pay cut. He could have stayed in comfort zone, paid for ATK Mohun Bagan, earn good money. I think he wanted to give the try at European football. I think, and it's not bad. If he doesn't get playing time, he can come back, sign for ATK Mohun Bagan again. So I think let's see. I hope he stays there. He plays there. I really want Indian footballers to go to Europe and play, and that's been my dream for last these 6-7 years, or maybe more than that. I even tried personally to help footballers to move, but never worked. So that's on Sandesh Jinglan. So let me just check if there is any other topic remaining. Yeah, another news, which is national team. Women's national team finally have their coach. There is already lots of controversy going on. It's not controversy, I think it's true. AFF should be held accountable on that. That why the women's national team or women's football in India is affected by COVID at this level, and not the men's football. Is the priorities are different, for them. So finally, India's under-17 coach, women's under-17 girls coach Thomas Denerby will be taking charge of Indian women's team for AFC Asian Cup. Then he will go back to the under-17 team for the World Cup. I'm a bit not surprised. I was told this last week that there is not enough application from other coaches, and this is I think the plan AFF is going to ahead with. I think national team, Indian senior team need a permanent head coach. You're getting a coach for 6 months, then you're sending that coach to under-17 team. Of course, he will know the setup. He will knows the girls players who coming through, and then but then he's going back to under-17 team. I'm not sure. Maybe he can be the senior team coach and give under-17 maybe to Alex, who is currently the assistant coach there. So very sad what's going on the Indian women's football. I think they need to be treated equally by fans, by association, by everybody. And I think he also announced his squad for the camp, which is going to start, because there is no Indian Women's League. Now, apparently, AFF press release says that, it was Thomas Denerby decision not allow senior team players to be part of the Indian Women's League, and eventually the Women's League was cancelled because of that. I'm not surprised with this. And because AFF earlier statement was they have postponing the Indian Women's League because of the COVID. So they're saying that they have made a calendar for development of women's team, and there will be lots of exposure tour and everything before the Asia Cup kicks off in the January 2020, which is not far now. So they asked, AFF is hoping that COVID restriction and government policies and everything will help them to, organize this tour. They are also saying that senior national championship will happen in November, and Women's League will happen after the Asia Cup in Bhubaneswar for a month, which is a tournament. It's not a league. I think they should say Indian Women's Tournament, not Indians Women League, because it is not the league. That's one thing very clearly. You can't call 15 to 20 or even 30 days tournament a league. Even you can't compare with Europe, but even say Goa Pro League is bigger than our Indians Women's League. Goa Pro League goes for 6 months nearly. So that's. I think they should have a league like what I-League or ISL for Indian women's. Even ISL is short for Indian men's. So hopefully this after Asia Cup, we will see more attention given to the Indian women's team, and I think that's the everything in nutshell regarding transfers. Chennai announced their foreigners. I will just check the Indian Super League, what kind of foreigners are remaining in each team, and just give you guys a guide on that. The two will be remaining. Yeah. So talking about foreigners, I think Kerala Blaster will have their finally South American target. The player they wanted to sign will be done, I think, in next maybe couple of days. It's very close. I think both the parties have agreed on terms and condition. I think signature is the only thing which is remaining. So as of now, I think if you see ATK Mohan Bagan have signed their majority of foreigners. They have John Johnson still under contract, but he's not, of course, not going to play in ISL, but he's still under contract with the ATK Mohan Bagan. So Roy Krishna, Johnny, Hugo Mo, Carl McGow, Tiri, and David Williams uh, are their 6 foreigners. Bangalore FC have their 4 foreigners with them: Alan Costa, Selton Silva, Prince Ibarra, and King. They have, of course, have Eric Patalu has been excluded from AFC Cup squad. He is not part of their training. So I think there is a still question mark on the Eric Patalu. Will he remain at Bengaluru? He will leave Bengaluru. So I think that's need to be sorted out. For example, Chennai have already retained Rafal, and then they have signed 3 more foreigners, and which is very, and this is what you can say you like about it, Chennai, but they bring fresh names, but sometimes these fresh names might need some time to adjust with Indian football. Chennai profile of players, one is Brazilian, I think one is Polish, one is Kyrgyzstan, and one is Montenegro. So that different, nationality is there. So of course these players will take time. So that's with Chennai FC Goa with their striker done now. They're just AFC player is remaining. So it's going to be very interesting. Will they go for a similar type? I think they will go for an Asian centre back, just like last time. Their squad is done. They have signed 5 Spanish players, so they are, their foreigners come from a same background. So just it will help them. And of course Hyderabad, they have gone with a new formula with experience playing in ISL. They have retained Joao Victor. They have got Ogbeche from Mumbai City joining them, Edu Gracia from ATK Mohan Bagan, Huanan from Bengaluru FC, and they already have an Asian player which is retained in Hual Chenaze. So they just need one more foreigner. Hyderabad, I think they are also very close to get that one more foreigner. Today Jamshedpur also announced that Peter Hartley will stay at the club. Vasquez they have signed El Sabia, which is centre back, and Jordan Murray, the AFC player. So even in Jamshedpur, the question mark remains on the 2 foreigners. Alex Lima and club still need to agree on the extension, I think. So that's with Jamshedpur. Now coming to Kerala Blaster, interesting situation. They have released all the foreigners, which we know. Now they have announced their two foreigners as of now, Shepovic and Adrian Luna. So one is centre back, and one is attacking midfielder, you can say, who is a replacement of the last year Argentine they have. So they have 4 positions available, which also include AFC player. And I think the next player is another player going to be a South American, which they're going to sign. So again, mixed nationality at Kerala Blaster, it can work. We can't say it will work. So let's see that who will sign their remaining 4 position. But I think another South American player will be get done in next couple of days. Mumbai City FC, as we understand, Amel Zhou, Fall, and Igor Ingalo have already signed for them. 2 are retained, 1 is signed. So they need three more players. 1 will be replacement for Hugo Mo, 1 will be Asian player, and which Asian player need to be good because they're going to play in AFC Champions League. Northeast United, they have not confirmed any of their foreigners. They were in the talk with lots of players at the last stage for the extension, for the signing. As of now, today we heard a new thing that they're going for a defensive midfielder, foreigner, a new foreigner, which was not part of their setup before. So that's a new surprise from Northeast United. Let's see if that deal get over the line, because it is going to be expensive deal for Northeast United. But now they have the a bit of extra budget also after selling Apuya for 2 crores, and I think the player I'm talking about will be the like-to-like replacement for Apuya. So they are replacing Indian 20-year-old international Apuya with the foreigner player for the position, because that's how good Apuya is. So that's tell why Mumbai City paid 2 crores rupees to Northeast United for his signature. And because now Northeast is going for a foreigner to replace Apuya. It's not they're signing a foreigner just like that. They're just trying to replace Apuya with that. And Odisha, we know, already announced their 4 foreigners, 4 Spanish. Again, so here is the flavor. They have a Spanish coach, Spanish assistant coach, a Spanish goalkeeping coach, advisor in David Villa, who played in Spain, who is won the World Cup with Spain. So I think it's not surprised that their 5th foreigner most likely is going to be from Spain, and then of course there is one is Asian player. So I think Odisha can be the underdog to the season. So these are the foreigners. I think the majority movement is remaining from Northeast United, Kerala Blaster, and East Bengal. I think other teams is nearly set. They just need 1 or 2 addition here and there. So it's an interesting situation. I think Kerala Blaster is working, I think, hard to get the foreigners over the line because of COVID and other these kind of thing. And of course they're trying to make sure that they don't give leverages to players to demand those kind of insane wages. They're making sure that that salary formation and structure is maintained while signing these foreigners. So it takes times. I think it's not that there is a race between club to who can sign these foreigners before. I think it's good that some club is trying to do their business early, but I think club have every right to wait. If you see Mumbai City, other than Igor Ingalo, who got available at the last moment after his contract with Odisha FC got stretched, they didn't got sorted. So Mumbai City worked at the 24-hour notice, got him over the line. So they are also waiting. So club like Mumbai City is waiting. So I think it's no harm to wait for your foreigners before deciding and signing them. I think because that gives club a clear idea. Because in Durant Cup, even if you have 1 or 2 foreigners, you can go with all Indian squad. That will help because your Indian players, the coach can see Indian players how they can do in the competitive games. So I think that's good. That's good for clubs. If fans should not be think that why our club is taking so long to sign these foreigners. I think it's fine. I think it's sometime for example, in case of FC Goa, I think they are working on this striker signing for months now, and now their striker got done. So it's sometimes it take time, negotiation. There are lots of factor in before you finalize your foreigners and sign them. So that's everything from me in a nutshell. I'm sorry for the delay in the start because of the sound issue. I think sound is solved. As I told, Kolkata Football League is going to start at 17th of August. SAF Championship is starting from 1st of October. Then there is Durant Cup, which is also starting in September, which will go till October. It's a 1 month long tournament. 4 team in each group, which is 16 team. 4 team in each groups. And then of course 2 teams qualified for quarterfinal. Then they will quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. So I think Durant Cup I'm looking forward to. One reason, it's a historic tournament, and the vibe at Durant Cup is always different. I have watched Durant Cup in Delhi, and I'm very sad that it's not coming back to Delhi. But it's good it's going to Kolkata. If crowd will be allowed, I think there will be people coming in the stand to watch it. So let's see what happened with the Durant Cup, and hopefully we will see teams who have started preparing for ISL already. For example, FC Goa has started preparing. The training has started. Kerala Blaster training has started. ATK Mohun Bengaluru, they are also they are way ahead in schedule as compared to other ISL team because they had AFC Cup commitment. So let's see if this team comes back from AFC Cup. Will they play in Durant Cup? I think that's a big question. I think they should. Maybe the Indian players, they can rotate their foreigners, the important players, and give the chances to the young players. Bengaluru FC can send their reserve squad also. They have a good reserve squad. Not sure about ATK Mohun having a reserve squad, but they have a pool of players at the first team who is not going to play at AFC Cup. So they can always, mix up and make a team for Durant Cup. I think it will be great if you see Bengaluru FC, ATK Mohun Kerala Blaster, FC Goa, and Gokulam Kerala, who has won I League, defending champion from Durant Cup also playing, and then of course there are more teams from Kolkata also who can play. East Bengal, there is a question mark. I think they should be there if the team is, if they can form a team before Durant Cup. So I think Durant Cup is a good cut and razor for Indian football, because we don't have a Super Cup, Federation Cup, whatever you call it, and any other cup tournament in Indian football as of now. So I'm looking forward to Durand Cup. I think it's most likely to be on TV, so don't worry about the telecast. Will be there on Durand Cup. ATK Mohun have not announced their AFC Cup squad. I think as of now, I think only question mark is between Johnny and Carl, who they will register, because there is no Sandesh Jinglan. So if Sandesh Jinglan would have been there, there is no question mark, they would have registered Johnny. Now, because there is no Sandesh Jinglan, they need a centre back. They don't have an Indian centre back, like Sandesh Jinglan. There is Sumit Rathi, and then there is Rahul, there is Pritam Kotal, Shubhashish Bose, who can play the centre back, not as a specialized centre back. So I think Carl, who has played as a centre back in past, so there is a toss between both of them, and now it's to Habas to decide that which foreigner he will pick. I think that's why the delay is from ATK Mohun Bagan. I think they will announce their squad. It was supposed to be announced once they leave for Maldives, which is I think tomorrow or today. I'm not sure. It is today or tomorrow. I think they were supposed to leave. So we will have their team coming out very soon. IFA Shield and Durand Cup. Any ISL team, Presley Fernandez. As I already told that we will see FC Goa, Kerala Blaster have confirmed their availability to Durand Cup. IFA Shield, I'm not aware at of now of which teams will play, and I think they're going to be more and more ISL team in Durand Cup this time. I think why Indian Arrows does not play in ISL, Shashank? I think a couple of reasons, because the value of ISL, the media value and everything. Will Indian Arrows get same type of support with other ISL franchisee getting, as they don't represent any, any city with the name and everything? I think I League is good for these kids, because majority of the Indian Arrows players are 16, 17, 18, maximum 19 or 20. So I think that's I League is a good level. Indian players who are not getting time in ISL, they can come in Indian Arrows on a loan and play. I think that will help them. So I think it's good that they're playing in I League. I League is not that bad, which people think it's a competitive league. So it's great that they're playing. I think ISL, we will not see Indian Arrows playing anytime soon. Please, video on ATK. I just face a power cut. Hopefully I'm back. I'm not sure. So just give me time. I think the Wi-Fi have just got restarted. So yep, I should be back. So don't leave as of now, because I need to take your questions. Mahendra Singh Dhoni fans said, I totally agree. We need Federation Cup back, not a Super Cup. A Federation Cup who goes throughout the year, and where we'll have a state league, I League second division, I League, ISL team playing at the different levels, so that there is opportunity for each and every Indian players at every level to play football. So I will be just switching my Wi-Fi back to my normal Wi-Fi once it come back. So I'm just on a mobile hotspot right now. Any update on FC Goa, Asian and domestic centre back? I think Anish Rane, you will have some updates on Asia, the remaining foreigner FC Goa now. Once, as I told before also, that FC Goa striker, which was a tricky signing for them. They wanted to get it right. Now it is done. You will see the movement on the other field by FC Goa on the same. Any chance of Falguni to Northeast United? As of now, I'm not sure that club ATK Mohun Bagan and Falguni has spoken about exit. I think they have to come back from AFC Cup, then only. Why are there so less team in I League? There is no 15 crore fee to join I League. Then why don't AFF include more teams, like 15, 16 team in I League? I think if you see, it's not that simple, because I League budget for a club is around So I think there is some buffering here again. Sorry guys, for some technical issue I just faced. Yeah, so somebody was asking about I League team. So I was saying, it's not that easy decision, because for a football club to play in I League, they still need to spend around 2 crore rupees in a year, which is good money, for, if you ask anybody. So I think the reason behind it's that there is no pathway also from I League to ISL. The corporates, the brand, the clubs are not interested to spend that 2 crores a year, because there is no enough return from I League. There is no media value. The broadcasting are still not decided, like, ISL, you know that it will come on Star. I League is never sure where it will come. Sometime it will go to D Sports, sometime it will come to Star. So I think these are the factors that these corporate houses, these clubs are not ready to spend that 2 to 3 crore rupees a year for a I League. So I think that's the reason. One, there is a pathway between all the leagues, and a club knows that there is enough return is coming from I League. They will be interested to play. For example, like Dampo, Sporting, Salgaonkar, Shillong, these clubs will be interested in I League. Once there is a pathway, there is a structure in place. So I think, and that's one. Another question which I'm getting again, Sakib also asked why we don't have an FA Cup. We used to have a Federation Cup, but it is never used to be a season-long tournament. It was always a month-long Durant Cup like a tournament where all teams come to a central venue and play. I think time has come that AIFF should also think about to have a marquee tournament, and Federation Cup can be the marquee tournament for AIFF. I think, and they should make it a season long Federation Cup, where you have state league teams, a champion maybe from every state, playing each other in the first round, and then they play I League second division team in the second round, and the or then third round they play I League teams, and then you have ISL team joining from fourth round, and that can make a good story out of Indian football. Say for example, a state league club who is not part of I League. Say, just take an example, just take a Vasco Sports Club from Goa who plays in Goa Pro League. If they play these first, second round and they reach fourth round to play again FC Goa or any ISL team, I think that will be a fantastic story. They can, and another reason why they don't do it also is that there is no enough similar type of infrastructure to do home and away. Lower division team doesn't have that their ground, but again AFF can do that. If it's a team from Kolkata is playing, they can reserve Salt Lake Stadium or other stadium for those clubs, I think. So I think they should make a licensing criteria, of course, then select this state level champion. For example, Delhi champion can have good stadium. Same with Kolkata, West Bengal, Kerala, Bangalore. These states have good stadium. I think they should do it. Make a Federation Cup, their market tournament. Federation Cup should be renamed as a AFF Cup. Jitin Pradhan. I think there's two reasons I don't want to. It happened. Federation Cup has its own history. Is one of the oldest professional club tournament in India. It was I think it started in 1977, if I'm not wrong. Way before we got a National Football League, I League or ISL. So it should stay as a Federation Cup because it's All India Football Federation. So why should it be AFF Cup? We tried that fancy Super Cup in between, I think, which was a flop if you ask me. Super Cup is a one game between a two champions, and you're having a Super Cup between 8 teams, 4 from I League, 4 from ISL. I think there should be a tournament like FA Cup in India. We need those stories of small club playing big club, and for especially those players who playing at state league, opportunity to play against best Indian players or best foreigners in India. I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity. Regarding how to watch League One, Gaurav Jain asked. Many people are asking. League One, this up till now doesn't have an official broadcaster in India. League One rights in France is taken by Amazon to show, but that deal doesn't include India. So now with Messi moving, will Amazon will be interested to take Indian right, or will see any Indian broadcast like Sony or Star going to League One that they want the rights because Messi is playing in League One. So as of now, I think if this doesn't happen, League One might show it on their Facebook or YouTube. So we have to depend on those live streaming. But as of now, we don't have any confirmation on that, where the League One will be shown. Can you tell please about Avneet Bharti? I think he's signed for another European club, second division club in Europe. I'm always not sure what kind of player Avneet Bharti is. He came to Kerala Blaster, never played for them. Bit question mark on that. Never saw him playing live. I think to watch somebody highlight video is different to watch somebody live. So I can't give my opinion. I hope wherever he plays, so that we get the live streaming of him full games where we can watch him. So I have a question mark on him. So I'm not sure what should I tell him about. Will Chennai City play in I-League? The club is not active in last few months. JR Tamil. I have similar thoughts. I ask my sources close to the club. I am told club will, as of now, club is likely to feature in I-League. Their situation is that they are waiting for COVID situation to get normal. The cases are in Tamil Nadu in bit high, but they will make a team to play in I-League for sure. As of now, club hasn't taken the name away from I-League. So I think they will play in I-League. ISL Reserve League, question mark, Ritu Bhed. Still question mark as of now. No confirmation from FSDL or club side that will that happen or not happen. So I think we have to wait for that. Any thought on Hector Rhodes, who signed for Odisha FC? I think good signing, and it just like the all other signing is that the coach knows the player very well, or you can say the management knows the player very well, because there is David Villa influence also on this signing. Rhodes has played the top level in Spain, so there is no question mark on his quality. You can say last few seasons hasn't played as much as he played before those years, but I think coming into Indian Super League at 33, playing as a centre back, where you going to keep the ball, he's 6 feet 3 inch, which is very good height for a centre back. So I think he's going to be a dominating centre back who can keep those balls and going to be very deadly on the corners, can score goals from those corners. I have seen his some goals videos. So let's see how it again. Like I always said, the CV wise, these players look good, but its most important point is how they do on the pitch in Indian condition, in humid condition of Goa where ISL going to take place. It's the important factor, The CVs always look good, but then ultimately we have seen a player with a coach with a smaller CV doing well in India. Then we have seen a player or coach with a big CV not doing well in India. So I think it's on CV wise, it look good. Let's see how it does well at Odisha FC, and I'm looking forward for Odisha FC. I think the Spanish flavor they have with the Indian players they have, it's going to be interesting combo, Will Chennai FC? When will Chennai FC start their preseason? I'm told in September first week or first 10 days they have scheduled to get their foreigners, coaching staff, and Indian players to the to start their preseason. What do you think about ICC planning for Olympics? You think it is possible, considering the host country have to make a new cricket infrastructure for it? I think LA has that 2018. Also for regarding Olympic is that every Olympics the host nation decide to introduce few new sports in the Olympics. For example, Paris Olympic going to a break dance as an Olympic sport. You never know that break dance will be there in 2028. So I think LA has that, and ICC and BCCI is looking to expand cricket. If you see now, ICC is putting more effort than FIFA to expand the game. They have started doing grassroots programs, clinics in Brazil for cricket, men's cricket. Same in Europe. There are lots of leagues happening in Europe by ICC. So I think FIFA also need to take this as a threat. Football is very popular sport. There more than I think nearly 200 countries play football. Cricket is not that popular in the masses now, but ICC is putting that effort. They're giving money to the federations, national federation at the countries like Brazil, country like Spain, country like Malta to have their national team do something on media and regarding cricket. So they're putting effort to spread the cricket. I think that's the reason they're going to Olympic, so that the cricket can be spread. So I think it's interesting. Let's see they include that in LA or not, because they can include in LA and then they can remove in 2032. That doesn't matter, Host nation always tell that what they can host and what they can't. For example, 2012. If I'm not sure, London Olympics, there were many shooting events were removed from London Olympics. Then they got re-added in Rio Olympics. So I think that's host nation theory. They can always tell Olympic Association that that they don't want to host these games. They can want to introduce these games. Say for example, tomorrow if India hosts the Olympics, they can always pitch for kabaddi. Because kabaddi is popular sport in India, that get kabaddi in Olympics. So I think that's what the cricket also trying for sure to get spread the game. Viacom 18 recently acquired the rights of La Liga. Should they start sports channel like Color Sports? Jitin Pradhan. I think Viacom 18, the strategy is very simple. It's not for the TV broadcast level. They have MTV to show, or they use another Colors Infinity, I think, to show these games. They also have a rights for League Cup, Carabao Cup from England. This is done for the Geo TV, which is the mobile app, because it's come under the same umbrella of Reliance. So I think Geo TV going to have more and more live sporting action going ahead in next 3-4 years. So I think that's the reason they have acquired the rights, so that there is more and more live action on Geo TV and Geo Sports app. Any update on Chennai FC foreigner? My comment is short or not commenting on Benin, but no reply. Shibi Raj, मैंने आपका comment देख लिया. I have just seen your comment, so you don't need to tell me that I've just seen. So I will come back to on Chennai FC. They're foreigners. They have signed 3 foreigners, if I'm not wrong, and the 4 foreigners. Just 2 foreigners are remaining, I think, and they have these different type of profiles with them. I think they are very near to finalize, because they are starting their preseason, and what I'm told also, Chennai want their all foreigners to join the preseason from very first day. They doesn't like other clubs. They are not going to start their preseason with Indian players and few foreigners. So I think we will see some movement on the Chennai. 2032 is in Australia, so that works for cricket. Australia already have cricket infrastructure, is already popular in Australia also. Why Prince Ibarra is not in BFC Cup squad? Hexen, I think that's a coach decision. He went with Silva. So I think because they didn't have option because of the Asian player, they have to leave one foreigner out. So I think that's the reason. That's ultimately tactical decision. I think there's nothing in that decision. Government support other Olympic athletes. Why they don't give money to AFF? Tell them to aim to qualify for Olympics. We get a chance of another medal. R. Sharma, governments give money to AFF, by the way. This is myth that Indian government doesn't give money to AFF. They give. You go and see the AFF financial document which they publish at the end of the year. I think the last I remember, Sai gave them around 23 to 30 crores in a year for national team coach salary, their exposure tour, and blah blah blah. So it's not that Indian government doesn't give money to the football. It's also the priority list for them. Football is not the sport which is going to bring medal in Asian Games, Olympics instantly. Because that's why the Indian football team is always question mark in the Asian Games, because government idea is to get funds towards the sports, to athletes who can win medal, and that's their strategy. I'm not saying it's a wrong strategy or right strategy. That's their strategy. So I think it's a myth that Indian government doesn't give money to AFF. They give. You have to check the latest financial documents of AFF which they publish on their website. You can go and see. So I think, and last I remember, they gave around 23 crores in a year, so which is a good money. Some light on Eric Pachalo and BFC saga, says Anil. I think we discussed in the previous 2 episodes about it. Just to summarize that, Eric and Juanan and the goalkeeping coach, the goalkeeping coach have come on Twitter and said there was no bubble or quarantine or these kind of rules, but they eventually left the team hotel, went outside, got photograph. Maldives media picked that issue. Maldives was looking for a reason to postpone the AFC Cup, and which eventually happened. They used that photograph and everything to postpone the AFC Cup, and ultimately I think Bengaluru might that moment have taken the decision that don't want to go ahead with Juanan and Eric. And Juanan luckily got a offer from India, signed for Hyderabad FC. Eric has not got any offer as of now, what I understand, and Bengaluru can't just release him because he's under contract. So eventually he's not training with Bengaluru FC. He's still in Australia. Australian Player Association also have released a statement asking about same, that he has a right to train with his team. He's an employee of the club. So I think there's already lots of statements from both sides. Bangalore has not released any type of official statement. What I'm telling is everything according to the source. So we are still waiting for what is the Bangalore FC statement on Eric Patalu. But Eric has released a statement through the Australian Football Player Association. Does Apu have a clause in contract with Mumbai City FC like Sandesh Jinglan had with ATK Mohun if foreign club approach him? I'm not aware of that. I have to ask very honestly. But I think Mumbai City FC, part of a city group, if they feel he can go, he wants to go out, he deserves to go out, he has the quality to play outside, they can easily find a club for him, and loan him to the one of those clubs. That's on Apuya. Prediction about Mohan Bagan AFC Cup journey, Shantanu. My prediction, I hope they win AFC Cup. I think that's the only thing I want. Indian club winning the AFC tournament. What about AFC election? I have no update. Just like 29 and 30th episode, it should happen to this year for sure. But when, there is no update. But I think there is some progress going on, some talks going on internally, and everything is getting decided. It will happen for sure. Durant Cup team as of now not finalized. Talat Raza, you might have joined a bit later because what I'm told that they're still trying to get the availability of team and then announce those teams. So we have to wait for that. What about Gallego, Fox, Brown, Casa Kamara? I think Oscar Northeast, all the foreigners, they're in talk. I think for the extension, but and then there is a new foreigner which I heard today is in talk with the club. So we are also waiting for the confirmation on that. If we get the confirmation, we will see article very soon on Khel now for regarding the same. Last two foreign combination for Chennai FC. I think one is for surely is going to be a midfielder. If you see the Rafal is already attacking midfielder, so they have. Then you have somebody like they have signed one centre back. Then there is a Polish guy who plays a defensive midfielder, and then there is an Asian guy who plays a wing. So I think one is going to be a centre back and a defensive midfielder, and then of course one is going to be another striker. I think for sure. Because then you have Rafal who can play as a number 10. The Polish guy can play as a centre midfield. And then they might look for another centre back, and then of course they have Asian player who can play as a secondary striker. So I think they need a centre forward for sure, and one centre back. I think these two is going to the profile of the Chennai FC remaining foreigners. Under 23 camp, it's going to after SAF Championship. When the tactical video is coming, I think very soon we're going to plan something on tactical video. Gaurav Jain. Under 23 camp is after SAF Championship, which is in October. So don't worry about that. I can't confirm Dev Huda about what Marcus has said because I have not seen it as of now, and I am in live, so I can't talk to the people without any confirmation at this stage. Italian Fox, I think he has a weird agreement with Northeast, so I think he will be not that player for sure. And I'm not sure Kerala Blaster if they have made any offer. It is done deal because this season it's been not that way they have done their business. So I think they have to wait for the more and more news. Why you think Mumbai City is not bringing marquee player, and what about East Bengal? They're looking at some players, and what do you think about Sunday Punjab FC? You think they are making a new team for ISL next season? You can't say those players are for ISL level. They are rejects. No, I wouldn't say rejects, but they are the player from leftover from ISL who are not getting a new ISL deals. I think they are making a team to win the I League and then make a case for ISL. That's for Punjab. Regarding Mumbai City FC, I think, do they need marquee signing? Ultimately, I think it's more important than what they do on the pitch. If they can do well with the non-marquee signing, I think it's not necessity that they need to get a marquee signing for sure. Why aren't FC Goa announcing Nogdamba Norim? I think it is done. I think they just, as I told, that the majority of stuff got struck at this foreign signing. So I think I think they will announce it because I think he has signed already for for the FC Goa. Asian, I think it's going to be Kerala Blast Asian player. I have to just check. I'm not aware of anything as of now because I've just on a live, so they might have done something on the last level. As of now, if you see, they have signed a center back, they signed an attacking midfielder. I think they might go with a defensive player from Asia. So it can be a center back, it can be a defensive midfielder. I'm not, as of now, I'm not aware that, what is that signing. I have to check again and then, come back to you guys. Hyderabad preseason, okay. Which asked by Talat Raza, and I'm answering. Talat Raza is the Hyderabad fan, so if not, I'm not answering Hyderabad. Hyderabad preseason, I think I have heard no update as of now. I think it will, just like Chennai, will start in September. Because if it was supposed to be starting this month, we would have heard anything of now. So I think just like Chennai, they will start in that first or second week of September. Sanjay Jinglan club join करेगा. I think they're looking into his visa and everything. Then he will go to the वहाँ जाएगा Croatia, sign करेगा, then club join करेगा. His signing still need to be done. The terms have been agreed. जो terms है दोनों क्लब एंड प्लेयर के बीच में एग्रीमेंट है. देन ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज ही नीड टू गेट अ रिलीज फ्रॉम एटीके मोहन बगान आल्सो, तो वो भी रह गया है. तो आई थिंक वो होने के बाद ही वो होगा. देन ही विल गो टू दी to Croatia to sign for that girl. Why Baladevi isn't in the squad? She's injured. She's recovering from the injury. That's why she's not in the squad. What are the chances of Apuya starting match of Mumbai City FC? Who will be kept out if he starts? I'm sure Apuya is going to play alongside Ahmed Zahu, I think, and then you might see Rolvin playing at the second study to both the players, and Rainer Fernandez also. I think that's why they have signed Apuya. He's like a foreign player, because what I'm told just before also, the Northeast is signing a foreigner to replace Apuya, or the similar position. So it's not that simple sometime, but I think Apuya will play. The kind of money they're giving him, that Apuya is definitely on the plan of Mumbai City FC playing 11 for sure. Will Jinglan play any continental tournament in Europe? I'm not sure. His club has qualified for this year, so that's dependent on what they do this season. Maybe next season, if he stay there, then he can of course play a Europa League type, or there's a Conference League also now, so he can play any of these European tournament depending on how his club does this season in remaining games. Sir, did you say 2 South American player to Kerala Blaster? I said one. They are very close to sign, and I think they already have one, right? So Adrian Luna is already there, so he's a South American. So that's why the next person will be a second South American they will have. Kerala Blaster Durant Cup confirm. I think it's nearly confirmed. Kerala Blaster, Gokulam and FC Goa, these clubs, I have some type of confirmation from club side that they told Durant Cup organizers that they are available to play. So let's see. ATK Mohun Bagan, there is no confirmation as of now, but I think let's see. Status of Kerala Blaster investment, I think still you can say talks are going on with a particular party, just like last few months, and you can say last year also they have been talking to various parties. HFC 6 player. HFC 6 player, does he mean Hyderabad 6 signings? Yeah. So remaining player of I think you're asking about Hyderabad. I think I think what they're going to go. What I think is that they might look for a centre back, because if you see also the structure of team, how Victor play in the midfield, and Ogbeche is a forward, Edu Gracia is just like a secondary striker, and number 10 Juanan is a centre back, and then you of course have Hual Janaze who plays a winger. So I think they will go a centre back for sure. And who is that centre back? As of now, I don't know who is that centre back. Nemil for India 23. As of now, Nemil will be, I think last we read that he will back in FC Goa. So let's see how does in the FC Goa. Then maybe he will be called by Igor Shimek for 123 squad. I think yes, R. Sharma. I think many ISL team will send a mix-up of their first team and their reserve. I think we'll see a big squad going to Durand Cup. They will take the preseason opportunity to try their players. So I think we'll see the mix of the first team. Hugo replacement, I think now Mumbai I think they will have somebody coming very soon. They have announced Apuya. They're busy with the Apuya deal. It was a very complicated deal to get complete. So I think finally they finished that deal. I think they will see now Mumbai moving towards replacement of Hugo Umo. I can see 155 likes. So we have just 45 likes away from 200 likes, and you are watching us from last nearly 1 hour, more than 1 hour now. So I'm sure you're liking our content. So you can hit that like button. So we can reach 200 like. TV18 or Reliance, TV18 or Reliance planning new sports channel. I'm not. So they have. But I was told that way back couple of years ago, TV18 has the sports channel, satellite, and everything. But they have. How did I say it? They have possibility, they can open a sports channel. They already blocked satellite slot and everything. I'm not sure about technical terms, but they have blocked a satellite slot for a sports channel. I'm not sure they're going to launch that channel or not at this stage, but I think they have a Geo TV going well for them, I think, and that's why they're looking for uh, many of these sporting events, live events like La Liga they have taken. Will they take League One? I think it's going to be interesting. Sandesh abroad, yes, he's going to Croatia. He's not left. Anish Rane. So I think I have to discuss those because I'm not sure club or players will be comfortable if you bring those name out at this stage. So, but once I think near the transfer window comes to an end, I will try to reveal some names of the striker. But I would have told that the player they've signed today was a part of the 4 players shortlist they had. So I think you can say, but what seeing his profile and his performance in last couple of seasons, I think he was not there the first choice. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that I know that he was not the first choice, but I think that he was not their first choice. Tactical listen, ATK Mohan Bagan versus Basundara. Any videos coming up? Ankit Rakshit. We're trying to plan. It's just that also. We have to see the schedule of the team also, and hopefully we'll bring something on the tactical side very soon. इज इट पचालो कैन बी अपू भाई आप भी गेस कर रहे हो, मैं भी गेस करो, बिकॉज मैं लाइव पे बैठा हूँ पिछले आई एम इन अ लाइव फ्रॉम लास्ट नाउ नियरली मोर देन 1 hour 30 minutes. So I don't know, I have not spoken to anybody, so to know that who is that Asian player which they have made offer, I think you should ask Marcus. He's the best person to answer because he knows it. As of now I don't have any information. I haven't received any WhatsApp message or something, so even if I can't tell, because at Kerala Blaster this season it's a bit complicated regarding when they're signing these players, because they have been talking to multiple players while finalizing their foreigners, so it's not easy to at this year's speech at Kerala Blaster to say that this player is the player the Kerala Blaster is going for. Who are favorite in AFC Cup? I think the Western clubs are always favorite for the AFC Cup. From South East, I think ATK Mohan Bagan, you can say, can be a good favorite. Can't say favorite because Western clubs they always do well in AFC Cup. Will Mumbai City FC play Durant Cup? Raj Chevan. At this stage, I'm not sure, but I'm unlikely because they haven't started the preseason. And as we know, Durant Cup is starting 1st of September. So teams who start their preseason now or in next 10 days, so today is 14th, 13th, so by the 23, 24, if team hasn't started their preseason, we don't see them playing in the Durand Cup. So that's very simple. So we already know that 4 teams in ISL, ATK Mohun Bagan, Bengaluru FC, Kerala Blaster, FC Goa have started their preseason, and the remaining teams haven't. So let's wait for everybody before we can say that who's going to play or not. Can we expect more domestic signing from Chennai FC? I think they're nearly done, but because there will be some moment in the domestic player front when East Bengal comes in the picture, so then we might see the players going here and there, and the availability of the players will change also. Bro, will one of ATK Mohun Bagan or BFC play Durand Cup, as club will be out in group stage? So I think that's why Durand Cup is also waiting, I think, the committee to decide that who are the final teams, 16 teams who are going to play in Durand Cup. So I think that's like, what was the reaction on PSG to Messi? I think I've seen the training videos. Messi looks happy. I'm not a Messi fan, but I also felt happy seeing Messi is happy because he's a legend of a footballer. So I think PSG is going as a favorite for Champions League. If they don't win Champions League, it's a failure for as a team, as a coach for Pochettino. I think it's good that we are going to see Messi in a different team. Barcelona gets chance to rebuild, but the La Liga brand has had got a big hit now. No Ronaldo, no Messi. The league is already and clubs are already going through a financial situation. How they will able to handle this, it's going to be interesting. But I think La Liga will take 2 to 3 years to rebuild the league, branding, media value, sponsor value, and everything. I think it will take time for them. I think Anwar Ali situation again. It's a complicated situation. It's not that simple. But I think some ISL and I League teams are interested in him, and of course, then he's a part of a Delhi FC also, and Delhi FC is going to play in second division. So I think they will try to keep him for second division before if he's supposed to leave. I think he will leave only after that, because if he play in second division, which is AFF tournament, then there should be no problem of him playing in I League or ISL, because second division is AFF tournament. If they allow him to play for the in the second division league, I think they should be allowing him then in ISL or I League. Real Madrid update. I don't have any update on Real Madrid. I hope they do well. Premier League prediction. So let's do this together. I think Shriyank and other if interested in Premier League before we move ahead. Premier League. I think. If Hurricanes join Manchester City, I think there is no way that they're going to lose the Premier League title. I think the biggest challenger are Chelsea and Manchester United. And I'm not saying because I'm a United fan, but I think so. The biggest challenger will be these two clubs, not Liverpool maybe, because I think the Liverpool, of course, they're getting lots of players. They're getting lots of players back from injuries, but I personally feel that Chelsea United will be. I'm not sure how strong will be that challenge, but you know, but it's going to be challenge from these two teams, I think. And if they sign Harry Kane, I think it's look unlikely that Manchester City will lose. Which I League clubs will participate in Durant Cup? Gokulam for sure. I know that they participate in Durant Cup. I think Punjab FC is also approached by Durant Cup committee. So at this stage, because there's the availability of the teams, it's not that clear. That's why they have announced the team at this stage. They're still waiting for other clubs to confirm their availability. So let's see. Yeah, everybody says City is going to win the league. R. Sarama says Chelsea 1, United 2. Bold prediction. City 3. 4th is Liverpool. 5 is Leicester. 6 is Villa or Leeds. I think 4th, 5th, 6th looks very possible. But 1, 2, 3, I'm not sure. Even as a United fan, I'm not sure. Any exclusive news for current viewers? I have given everything I have in the first part of the show. But I think... the news only is that EA Sports FIFA will have ISL clubs at the good level now. Image rights and everything getting sorted, so we'll have confirmation on that very soon also. Coran Josh says लास्ट बार केरला ब्लास्टर अपडेट दे दो. जोसे सर यही एक अपडेट था जो मैंने आपको दिया था आज की. उनकी प्री सीजन ट्रेनिंग चल रही है. कोच इज ट्राइंग different formation. Players are used in different position. Some players are not comfortable with that. Another update is that the South American player, the second South American player at the club, first is already there. Adrian Luna is likely very close to join them. Still not done, but it will be done in next, maybe any time in next 24 to 48 hours. When will AFC Cup ends? If Mohan Bagan gets in semi, will it cut between the ISL will happening? I think AFC Cup final usually happen in December. If I remember my memory correctly, before COVID days. I'm not sure at how the COVID days they will manage. Durand Cup, the team, Shibu Bhai, आप पीछे जाके देख लो. They have already given the updates on the Durand Cup. Hyderabad is a big spender club? They're smart spender for sure. They sign young Indian foreigners, Indian players. Then they sign foreigners who played in India. Of course, Ogbeche is not cheap. Huanan is not cheap. Same with Edugras is not cheap. So you can't say they don't spend money, but they spend money smartly. That's important. Will Luna will available for Durand Cup with September? I think likely he will be if they go with the first team, fully first team. Goa Pro League starting on 2nd of October, which is Gandhi Jayanti. La Liga prediction. I'm going straight away La Liga. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, second, and then of course followed by the evergreen Barcelona, Sevilla, and Valencia, these kind of clubs. I think Atletico will take the title. They don't have made any changes in the squad, and I'm not sure Real is with Ancelotti coming is strong enough to challenge Atletico Madrid at this stage. Will Asher Club earn anything from the EA Sports deal? 10 year down the line, yes. Instantly, no. So it's I think it's a part of a branding. The more popular ISL become, the more money they can make from deals like EA Sports. So I think they right now, of course, the image rights and everything, it's a bit complicated. So I think these deals are going to be renewed on the yearly basis, what I understand. So let's see. I think long term what's happened. Will Sandesh be a starter in the Croatian clubs? Will he just sit on the bench for most games? I think at this stage it's a prediction. You can't say that he will play or not. If they are interested in him, I think they could have given a longer deal, but maybe it's just 28. They're not sure about the quality, the fitness, and these kind of stuff. I think we have to wait for to say that he will start or not. But I think to go in European club to train there to compete for those centre back for that starting position will make him a better player. What about promotion of I League team to ISL? Not happening this year. We're not sure of this next year also, so we have to wait. Jishnu to Northeast United. Any progress? Jishnu was talking to two more teams, as we know who are those two teams. So as of now, that deal is also not done. Someone said that India will play friendly against Bengali team on 16th of August. I think not possible, because 16th of August is the day when they're starting their training, and it was the foolish decision to play friendly game on the first day of your training after a break of a pre-season. And that doesn't happen. My thoughts on Eden Luna, I think he looks a good playmaker. Last episode I discussed about him. I think he looks a good playmaker to me. But again, CV wise, all these players look good. We need to see how they will do in India. I think that's going to be a very important thing going into the next season. Yellow Man said after last season, 3-4 player of Khel Blaster was set to loan to European club. Do you know which are those players? I think Yellow Man is more closer to the club than me, so maybe you guys should ask him. But I'm a bit surprised that I think Sido was loaned by Khel Blaster, so maybe these 3-4 players were the foreigners, were the multi-year deals. I'm not sure what he meant there, because Indian players. I'm not sure any European club is interested in Indian player because of their ability right now. It may be possible for a marketing deal, but I'm not sure it is right now. They're interested on their ability. If Mbappe leaves for Real Madrid next season, can we see Ronaldo and Messi together? I think that will be a dream come true for the football fans of our generation who have seen Ronaldo, Messi compete with each other, just like Ramos and Messi is going to play for a team. I think that's really a dream come true moment in football. Not just for the Messi and Ronaldo, even for just a football fans to see two greats of the 21st century or 20th century to play together in a team. I think it's going to be a fantastic experience, but I think possible because his Juventus deal is getting over after end of this season, so he can move there as a free season. If there is any profitable club in ISL, 6 years down the line toward 2014, 2020, I think still there is no club who has break even to whole expenses. It is possible season wise they might have, or not totally. Chance of more Indian player playing abroad. I think Gurpreet went. He played at a good level. Sandesh will go if he plays. It's not that there is no pathway for Indian players to go abroad. There is. But issue the salary and these work permit and these kind of stuff, it's complicated, and the players thinks that it's better to get the good salary because the career is short. For a footballer, it's just a 5 or 6 or 7, 8 years of peak of their career, and then they need to make sure if they have to make enough money also. I think sometime until the wages comes on the par with the European football for Indian footballer, we will not see the moment as frequently as that. For example, Sandesh has taken a pay cut to join this Croatian club. So will other Indian players will be interested to do so? I'm not sure at this stage. Mohammad Yasir to Khel Blaster, it is true. I have to ask our sources. I have to ask Hari about it. I have not heard anything, something like that. Any friendlies matches for Khel Blaster and Kochi? I think Hari was telling me they are planning to play some games, but again they will only play games after the RT-PCR test and everything. I think so. It's a bit complicated because of COVID. They don't want their players to get COVID. So I think let's see they will able to organize these games or not. We need to play more friendly games with a big team. I totally agree. What about Odisha FC striker and Asian defensive midfielder player signing? Sorry, at Football Odisha, at this stage I don't have any update on that, so I have to just wait for me to get update. How we can watch League One? Currently we don't have any broadcaster officially for League One, so let's wait. I think Amazon has the right for League One in France. So maybe I think it will be Amazon, maybe a Viacom will take a deal, maybe a Star or a Sony will take a deal. At this stage, we're not sure. League has started. I think they're working. There's some development is going on to get the league officially back in India. Or if not, I think League One will show on the YouTube or a Facebook page for the Indian viewers or South Asian viewers. Will foreign players play in Durand Cup? Quite possible. I think some will play for sure. Are all ISL franchises now transform as a proper professional club? And this is interesting, Sudeep. Why? If you ask about youth teams and development, grassroots development, and then these now every club have their own office. They have a registered office. They are all private limited from very first day. They have many employees on a full time contract or full time employees, not the people working on a short term contract. So they have taken step towards those professional club, but I think still one or two clubs still need to do better on the grassroots development. Will not take any name because that becomes controversial sometime. But I think they have taken this step towards becoming the professional clubs. Are Kerala talking to anyone apart from South America? Of course, they are talking. There's African, which last stream I think we revealed that they're talking to African player also, and there is another player. So of course they're talking to various players. It's not that they are not, but they're still not signed. What's the average budget of an ISL club every season, including every expense? I think if they spend of their salary cap, which is 16.5 crores, I think you have to take logistics and everything, which they get something back. In between, I think a club, it should vary from 20 to 25 crores and can go upwards also depending on the club spending. But I think it should be between minimum of 19 to 20 crore, can go till 30 crores. If you remember Delhi Dynamos, formerly Odisha FC के पुराने club जो Delhi Dynamos होते, they used to spend around 40-45 crores in a season once upon a time. So why don't you start membership and promote super chats? Abhijit, we are open for everybody. If you send super chat, we'll read your super chat. But again, we are doing what we're doing in Indian football. It's not for the money. It's a passion for the sport also, and we want to promote the not just football, the other Indian sports also. So we started doing hockey videos and everything. I think it's fine until membership. We launch very soon. We're going to launch the membership. That's the plan. In next, by the time ISL start, we'll have a membership on this channel, and then we might have something member specific content, which going to be going to get the membership and everything will start. But right now we want to keep, if people are sending super chat, we're happy with it, so we're not going to ask people to send us super chat. Sandaza was good for Hyderabad last year. Can we see him this year? He's talking to couple of teams. That's what I'm told, and wait for a East Bengal to get active in the market. You will see lots of these players coming back. Our AIFF president are not interested in football. He's politician, just need money, doesn't help football to grow or not. You can say that he has done. He's AIFF president now, is the AFC vice president. So of course he's interested in football for sure. That's why he's part of these federations, and he's a part of, I think, some committed FIFA also. I'm not sure what kind of committee. So he's interested in football. That's why he's part of these. But is he the best man to lead or not? That's I'm not sure. Any new Indian signing on Northeast United and just give me 1 second. आशीष भाई, केरला ब्लास्टर फॉरेन अपडेट मैंने दे दी. केरला ब्लास्टर बॉय आपको एक बार की साउथ अमेरिकन प्लेयर इज गेटिंग डन, and of course the other player they are also speaking to right now, so we can't say that अभी स्टेज पे नाम देना सही नहीं होगा until I get the confirmation. नीरज चोपड़ा gold, good one medal, depressing that only one gold medal. I think it's a good that we got a gold medal. अभिजीत 2008 के बाद गोल्ड मेडल आया है, 2008 के बाद आया. It's for a country like India not winning gold medal to consecutive Olympic, it's a shame, by the way. At least we got one this time. Now we need to build on that. Another thing which I would just want to say, this is my opinion. Neeraj Chopra has been given around 30-40 crore of a cash reward and the other rewards. He should be getting that. But my opinion is also that can we limit that and put the remaining money for the development of the, say, javelin throw in India? Get more athletes before they became Olympic champion, give them support, the financial support, the sponsor support. There's a small case study on the South Korean archer. I was reading it during the Olympics. Those South Korean archer, when they're 4 or 5 years old, these South Korean brands who are big motor vehicle brands, they sign those 4 or 5 year old archers, support them throughout their journey. Majority of support Indian athletes get after winning Olympic medal. I think that's not when they need support. They need support when they're preparing for Olympics. So I think I totally really like Neeraj Chopra. He's a fantastic athlete. He should be given whatever he's getting, but I personally feel that he has one Olympic medal, he deserve everything we're getting, but सब पैसा आप उसी को दे दोगे तो वापस ग्रास रूट में और जो नेक्स्ट ओलंपिक्स के एथलीट होने वाले हैं उन पे कैसे पैसा लगेगा? दे नीड financial support right now, not after they win medal in Paris Olympic. So I think that's my opinion. Somebody might agree or somebody not so, but I personally feel that upcoming athletes need financial support more than the players who have won the medal for India. You think if Messi don't win Champions League in 3 years, even PSG this season, then the new you think it will be considered a failure? Of course, it will be considered a failure, not just for Messi, for PSG also. Any Indian signing for Northeast United in talks? Brother, please update. Anshuman Datta, I think they were talking to a couple of I-League players from Northeast, which are still not done. There's some players which Khalid Jamil has worked in past, they are talking to. But again, the wages structure at Northeast is very different to compare to other ISL teams. So I think they are just also waiting which position the foreigners they will sign and that they will announce. How Khel Blaster keeps transfer secret? I think very simple. They're direct dealing with the players. They not have any middleman in between. So that's why I think they're keeping secret. And I think sometime also club approach people who break news that that let them announce the player name and everything by themselves. Even I am sure many people in India knows that who are the signing. They will not say because they respect their sources. They respect clubs sometime. So you have to see, it's not easy to break exclusive transfer if you are working in Indian football very long. If not just a random Twitter user or somebody, if you have a media house or a newspaper, sometimes you have to respect the club if they are asking them to keep their transfer secret, So that's why we can't give names at the stage when players are not signed, when clubs are not ready for us to give the names, because that's doesn't help them on the negotiation of the deal, because the salary and everything, it's not. It can change. Any movement in Khel Blaster investment news? Last time I told 15-20 days there will be some update. I've still not, and that 15-20 days is not over yet. I think around 20th we might have some update. Kabaddi in Olympics, I definitely think Kabaddi should be Olympic. The popularity Kabaddi is getting, and we have seen on this channel only, so I think they should be in Olympic for sure. We have 196 likes. I think just 4 likes away from 200 like. I know all of you guys have today especially we faced technical sound issue in the first, and there was some Wi-Fi issue in between. Thank you very much, but 200 like will be appreciation for the work we are doing, and we'll know that you are liking our content. There are also exclusive interview of hockey men's team coach on our channel. You can go and definitely and watch that. It's a good interview. The coach discussing about the various stuff of the hockey, and you should go definitely. It's just 4-minute video, and that's why. Update about Pro Kabaddi League. Yes, there are update about Pro Kabaddi League. The auction is going to take place in Mumbai likely. They can each franchisee has 4.5 or 8 crore purse. They can retain up to 12 players, 6 players who are senior players, who are permanent part of a squad, and 6 development players. So they can retain 12 players before going into the auction. So Kabaddi is going to happen for sure. Thomas Muller to ISL not happening in next 2-3 years. Can I join Khel now? Sab Crave commentator. Of course you can join if you have any skill which are required at Khel now. You can join. You can connect to our social media handles, my social media handle, to ask that what you can do. Baiching as a president, will he contest? I don't think Baiching will contest. You will see somebody from AFF, already part of the uh, AFF structure, will be I think getting the winning election and as appointing as a general secretary. Will Indian team can make any change in AFC Cup with so many good players? I think Indian team should be doing well in AFC Cup. Sadly, only one Indian team can go to the next stage, and I think that's very sad. But hopefully, that Indian one, whichever team goes, Bengaluru or ATK Mumbai, should bring the trophy home. What are Rangers and Bengaluru friendly in India and the Bundesliga friendly in India plan? Rangers, it's interesting. I think they will have their first team coming to India whenever the COVID situation allow. With Steven Gerrard will also come with the players, that for sure. But I think it's because of the COVID situation, it is delayed. Bundesliga again, I think until as COVID situation become normal, I'm not sure that will happen or not. नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड डूरंत कप, जीत दास, मेरे पे नॉर्थ ईस्ट का अभी कोई कंफर्मेशन नहीं है दैट वो डूरंत कप में है कि नहीं. अहमदाबाद बिड फॉर 2036 ओलंपिक्स. देयर आर रूमर्स, नो कंफर्मेशन फ्रॉम इंडियन गवर्नमेंट रिगार्डिंग द सेम. But the way Ahmedabad sporting infrastructure is built, I think it's possible that they might try to bid it not for 36, maybe 41 or 44 one. Apuya to Mumbai City, any confirm update? Apuya to Mumbai City is done deal, mainstream. You can go to khelna.com to read the behind the details of that transfer, and you can watch this video after it goes offline. I have discussed Apuya whole complete timeline in this video, so आप देख सकते हैं. Does East Bengal have a high budget? I think East Bengal will have a good budget. You can't say they're a low budget. They have a good budget. Comparison between J League and ISL. I think J League will more technical leave, which is dependent on local players more than a foreigners. ISL still I will feel the more dependent on foreigners decide that who will win the ISL title, not the Indian players, because the quality of foreigners will at this stage of ISL will decide the winner, not the Indian players. Of course, Indian play important role like Bipin Singh played last year, but then they are not as influential as the foreign players. Your opinion about World Games tournament who covers non-Olympic sports? Why Kabaddi it? Who covers non-Olympic sports? अभिजीत भाई सवाल नहीं समझा मैं. वर्ल्ड गेम्स, व्हाट आर द वर्ल्ड गेम्स यू टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड वाई कबड्डी? कबड्डी का वर्ल्ड कप होता है एंड कबड्डी एशियन गेम्स में होता है, एशियन गेम्स नेक्स्ट ईयर आने वाला है. सो आई एम, उसके अलावा मैं समझा नहीं. इंटरव्यू यूट्यूबर कोच टेक्निक, जतिन, I didn't understand what you're trying to tell. What about Indian volleyball? Will they have not a league? It's the good sport. We can excel. I think league will be there for volleyball. Don't worry. Basketball team will be in action very soon. They're playing AFC Cup, not AFC Cup, Asian Cup qualifiers. I think where they're going to play 2 games. So that these updates are coming to Khel now, by the way. So you should follow all our old social media handles. The description में आपको लिंक मिल जाएंगे. So don't miss this important update. There is an update on a basketball team, and let me just also open the update and tell you guys if you guys are interested to know regarding basketball. Just give me 1 second. They're playing 2 games, qualifiers for the Asia Cup basically. So yes, yeah, Williamson. Just give me 1 secondary update. Yeah, so basketball, Indian basketball team will play Saudi Arabia and Palestine in the final qualifying tournament for FIBA Asia Cup 2021. The matches are on August 20 and August 21. As of now, we don't know about broadcast, but I think streaming will be there for sure. Coverage will be there on khelna.com. So do join all the social media links in the description. You can join, and you can also follow me on Twitter, 7Negi Ashish. You can also my link is also in description, and follow me on Instagram, which is 7Negi Ashish also. I think basketball games, they are August 20, August 21, 2 important games for the Asia Cup qualifiers. Important for Indian basketball team, important for India to do well in basketball. We need more and more sports doing well. Interview YouTuber coach technique. He is a youth football coach in Australia and making videos on ISL. जतिन भाई मैं देख के बताऊंगा. Who started futsal league? Was it AFF and why it stopped? Is NBA going to expand in India like they did in China in 90s? Futsal league was started by the it's a private league organized by a big businessman, and eventually what he wanted from that league he got it, so he stopped it. So it was not organized through AFF. Do you know four foreigners of 80k more Magan? I think it's Hugo Wumo, Roy Krishna, David Williams. I think they should be there. It's touch and go between Johnny and Carl. I think because they need a defender and Carl can play a centre back. So will they take a risk of not registering Roy Krishna? I think not possible. So either of Johnny and Carl will be there. Is any European investment in Indian football in near future? Not in next 6 months for sure, and we don't know about the more than that. What about issue between Volleyball Federation and Baseline Venture? Is it over? I think Baseline Venture won the case. सूरज भाई तो वो कोर्ट में गए थे, केस जीत गए हैं. तो इशफाक अहमद quits Kerala Blaster Hudso. I think I'm not sure of the confirmation of the same. Who is the host nation for AFC Football 27 decided? I think it's still not decided. India is also trying to take the rights for the same. It's not decided. So I think today's, irrespective of the technical issues, the session was, live streaming was good, and we have nearly over 100, I think 120, 110 people watching throughout the live stream. Thank you very much. All the description में आपको there will be links are of Khel Now social media handles. There's a lots of sporting action going on already. Junior Archery World Cup is going, golf tournament, tennis tournaments are going, and of course football action is going to resume for Bengaluru FC. AFC Cup game is going to happen on 14. तो वो आपको सारे links description में मिल जाएंगे. Do like and follow all the handles to get all the news. You can join the Telegram community and subscribe to the Telegram channel so that you get all the notification of the big news on your mobile phone as soon as Khel Now post it. So आपको that's also in description. And then of course if you wants to follow me, you can follow me. That link is also in description. My username is 7 Negi Ashish on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you want to, you can follow me. So, and we have over 223 likes. Really want to thank you everybody, and if you have not hit that like button, you can hit and make it to 250 or 300 like. Damoya to Northeast United is a done deal, right? Yes, I think Khel Now did a story on that. The same Damoya will sign for Northeast United. I think he has signed. Khel are also planning to build. Everybody is planning, but nobody has taken the step to build the stadiums. We have to watch Durant Cup. Came late. Pratik Ramola भाई अभी तक decide नहीं हुआ है, but I think Durand Cup will be on TV. Don't worry about it. I heard esports are included in Asian game. Is this true? I have to check on the esports side, but esports is going mainstream outside India. In India, it's also going mainstream, but outside India, it's a mainstream. In the absence of Sandesh, Jinglan, do you think ATK able to win the AFC Cup, or it's more difficult to win because of the weak defense of ATK? I think what they can do, so this is the thing. This is group stage games. They can play without a Indian centre back or foreign centre back, and after the group stage games, they can bring Tiri back. Knockout game, for the knockout game, they can register a different squad. Then they can bring Tiri back, and register Tiri, instead of say Carl McGoy, and then they can have their remaining 3 foreigners. So I think that's what they need to do. Just get rid of these group stage games where they can play with the Indian defense, and once the group stage games are over, make sure Terry is training and then he's fit, and they can register Terry for the knockout games, because that AFC will give you chance to change squad, not the complete squad, but the couple of slots you can change. Why Indian player don't try in some good Asian league? Like there was an offer made by an Asian league team to an Indian player. Money first, and I'm not sure there is any serious offer made to an Indian player by Asian leagues, from good Asian leagues. Which is the biggest club in Asia? I think the Western clubs in Saudi Arabia, UAE, they are big. Then there is Chinese club, J-League clubs, K-League clubs, Korean club, Japanese club. They're big clubs. So the clubs from these countries who play in the AFC tournament, AFC Champions League, they're big clubs. You can say they are big clubs. Which sports you watch regularly? Does Khel Now allow you to watch sports for your job? Yes, there's no issue regarding so, because that's my job. So I watch lots of sports. Cricket sometime, test games when I want to watch a particular player I watch. Football regularly, all the football, domestic, international I watch. International not much, but Manchester United of course, and some youth games I watch, especially when Man United youth teams are playing. Other than that, I watch hockey. During Olympics I watch all the Indian events whenever possible. And hockey games whenever India play, volleyball games whenever they play, I watch. Basketball games if they're starting, and of course I've watched in past, I will watch again. So these are the sports which I follow regularly. Some sports which I don't understand, I try to learn, but sometimes, say for example, golf is very slow sports, so that I don't watch. So yeah, but majority sports I try to watch and understand and learn also. But some of these sports I played in my school life and college life, so it's easy to connect. Khel has to approach another South American player. I think there's a confusion. They have one South American player already in the club. They are approaching a second South American player, which they are very close by to sign. AFC Cup date already given. It's starting. Bangalore FC playing in the playoff. Then they will winner will join the group stage, and it's now starting on 14th of April. Why Eric Patel not available for AFC Cup? I think Bangalore decided not to include him after whatever happened in Maldives. I think that's the only reason. And Eric has already Eric has already given a statement for the same. What all things ISL need to do out of best league in Asia? I think grassroots, youth development, development of Indian players, and develop fan engagement. These are the factors they need to do better from the current stage. Then they can be the best league in Asia, because best league in Asia has to win the best league tournament in Asia, which is AFC Champions League, and we're still far away from that. Will CY Kodiak continue in India? At this stage, I think unlikely. Was that true or rumor of Apuja getting offer from FC Tokyo? So it was rumor. He didn't got any offer from FC Tokyo. Foreign to watch out for. I think if you're asking about ISL, there are many players which need to watch out for, but I'm not sure. What do you mean? So I think it's now let's wrap this session up. There are lots of sporting action, lots of footballing action coming up. Kolkata Football League, Durant Cup, Goa Pro League is also starting, followed by ISL, in between IFS Shield, and then followed by I League. I League second division is also there in between. So if you don't want to miss any action, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel also. Then of course there is social media links of Khel Now on the description tab. You can go and follow those channel or like those channel, whatever the platform is. And if you're looking to connect with me, you can follow me on Twitter, which is 7Negi Ashish, on Instagram, which is 7Negi Ashish also. That link is also available on the description tab. And if you're looking to join our Telegram community, which has over 1400 Indian football fans chatting 24 hours about Indian football, Indian sports, you can join that. Also a link via discussion tab. You can subscribe to Khel Now Telegram channel to never miss an update from Khel Now. Get a notification whenever you post anything on our website, on our social media handle. So I think thank you very much for everybody for watching. There's nearly 234 likes now. Hopefully by the time this stream ends, there will be more than 300 or 250 likes at least. Which situation you think is more likely to happen? A cricket becoming a more popular internationally, or football becoming a sport with a big fan base throughout the India? I think second is more likely. Al Hilal recently signed Matheus Pereira, Brazilian, worth more than 1 billion. I think I'm surprised by the signing. By the Matheus Pereira did well with the West Brom. I'm sure there will be a Premier League team who are interested in him, and I think it's a fantastic. That's why I'm saying the kind of signing these Middle East clubs are doing, UAE, Saudi Arabia, it's out of the world in Asia, especially because Chinese clubs are not competing for the signing now. If you remember 3 or 4 years down the line, Chinese club used to do signing like these. Chinese club has their budget have died down, the league structure have changed, salary cap have changed, their salary cap structure have changed. So now the Middle East club in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, even Qatari club have signed a player from Tottenham, the centre back. So they are going for big players, players at the peak of their career. So let's see. I think that's why we are far from these clubs. By KNTV क्या channel बनाया है? हाँ जी, Puneet, I forget to plug in that. KNTV is a channel for short videos. We do lots of podcasts. The full episode comes on Khel Now TV. Idea is to clip those important parts relevant according to the title and post there on the KNTV. And also for short videos, the reels and everything which you want to post, we don't want it to put short videos on this channel. This remains as a destination for all the long videos, and KNTV you get all those clips and those short videos, reels, whatever you want to say, TikTok like videos if you're interested. So that's for that purpose you can subscribe to KNTV. Your thoughts on Chennai FC before I wrap up? I think I really like the signing of the Chennai FC till now. So let's see. And another update, I think Jamshedpur will have their Indian international done deal, which I'm told. So let's see what will happen to Premier League when a World Cup will be continued winter. They will stop for, yeah, they will. There is already a plan to pause the European football for November and December window when the World Cup happen next year, and they will start bit early. What about telecast of Bengal FC playoff game? I think there is streaming is confirmed. I am not sure, but I think there will be something uh, because the rights are for the group stage game. Playoff game usually are not under the central right, so it might be that these game that game will not be shown. Do Kerala was trying to send players Europe for loan? I'm just wanted to put this rumor on bed, King Shri. They might be trying for sure, but if that player is not good enough for Kerala Blasters, is he good enough for European football? That's my only question. Is until as they're thinking to send Jackson Sahel on a loan to Europe club, and if they're talking about the players who are not playing for Kerala Blaster on loan to European club, I think unlikely because if they're not good enough for Kerala Blaster, they should be not good enough for the European clubs. Do you think is there a need of a spending salary club just like salary cap? Otherwise, Mumbai and ATK Mohan with continuously competing will competition will lose. Remember what happening in Chinese league? I think my idea is to get rid of salary cap completely and put a cap of spending 30% of whatever salary spending you're doing on a grassroots. I think that will help Indian football. I think it's more than now 2 hours, and also there are lots of repetitive question. I'm going to end this live stream. You can go and watch the live stream again. There is already lots of information which are asking is already there in this live stream. So please do watch that. All the social media handles in the description tab. If you have not subscribed to Khel Now TV and KNTV, please do. Lots of videos are coming. There's an interview of Indian hockey men's head coach on the channel. You can go and watch that. And we are going to bring more and more videos for you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys again on Friday next week, 6 p.m.